Sebastian Martinez, MMA nut here with UFC middleweight Scott Askham, who faces Magnus Cedenblad at UFC Fight Night Stockholm on Saturday. So, Scott, you're making a UFC debut. You just beat a Swede, and now you're hoping to beat another Swede on his home field. How do you feel about that?
So, yeah, I've just beat a Swede. They're both from the same camp as well. Max Nunes also said in a video coming up to the fight that he was using Cedenblad to train for me for the fight stylistically. So obviously that didn't work. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Do you think that gives you some kind of a mental advantage that they were, Max Nunes was using Magnus Cedenblad to sort of emulate you, and you managed to defeat him?
I don't think it gives me an advantage, no, but it gives me a bit of confidence. I've always got confidence, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Now, you're a BAMMA champion, but now you're coming to the UFC, obviously premier organization in the world. What kind of differences have you noticed during all this whole process of making a UFC debut?
Well, I've only been here 2 days, and how professional it is. Obviously, it's unbelievable how everything's just done. It's on point. You got times, you got dates, and everything, and that's it. It's on point. You can tell. I'm excited to get in there and show my stuff because it's unbelievable how professional this organisation is, and I love it already.
All right. Well, speaking of showing your stuff, you're obviously a very known fighter in England. You're undefeated. But in Sweden, the fans might not know you quite as well. So for those fans who are seeing you for the first time on Saturday, what do you think they should expect from you and your fighting style?
They expect an exciting fight. They expect a dominating fight. It could go anywhere. The fight could go anywhere. I'm not really one for making game plans where I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. The fight could go anywhere, but I know for well wherever the fight goes, I'll make it exciting.
And looking at your opponent, Magnus Cedenblad, do you see any weaknesses or maybe any areas where you feel you can exploit something?
Yeah, there's a few areas I've seen weaknesses, and you'll see that on Saturday night when I expose them.
Obviously, you don't want to go too deep into talking about your game plan, no. But also now you're the away fighter. You're facing a home fighter in his own backyard. Yeah. Chances are there's going to be a lot of boos. Is there anything that you think about or anything that affects you?
No, I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to it. Just to walk out into that Globe Arena. It's a massive arena, it'll be the biggest I've fought in. I'm not going to just get overwhelmed by it all. I've said it in a previous interview. I'm just going to go out there and enjoy it. I've fought so hard to get to the UFC. Why would I want to get to the UFC and mess it up? I know I'm good enough to beat Magnus Cedenblad, and I'm going to go out there on October 4th, and I'm going to show it.
Some fighters usually say that when they fight a home fighter, they can use sort of a boost and a negative energy to sort of pump themselves up, to sort of feed off of it. Is that something you think you can do?
Yeah, possibly. I've never been booed, but I know full well it's not something I'll let get inside my mind. There's no problem with that at all. Like I say, I'll probably feed off it and get more excited and get ready.
Now, you just now in another interview said that Robbie Lawler was a fighter that you looked up to and who you sort of inspired you. Would you say that your fighting style is a bit influenced as well? That you can see some sort of remnants of his fighting style?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're both lefties. I'm not as much of a brawler as Robbie. He likes to throw down. He likes to get in people's faces. But yeah, he's somebody I've always looked up to, and I do take a little bit of his game when I watch his fights.
And how do you expect this middleweight bout of Magnus Cedenblad to end on Saturday night?
TKO inside 3 rounds.
All right. Well, we know the UFC appreciates TKOs. We know the fans do. And I'm sure our viewers are looking forward to it as well. This is Sebastian Martinez, MMA nut here with Scott Askham, who faces Magnus Cedenblad here at UFC Fight Night Stockholm on Saturday. Thank you very much and good luck.
Cheers, man.